Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have a pretty cool card trick to show you and I think you guys will like. So let's go ahead and get into the performance. So in the performance, I don't have a spectator, but if I did, I would show off all the cards just to make sure that they are completely random. And then I would ask them to think in their head of a number between 1 and 13. Why 13? Because there are 13 cards in each suit. And that's why I wanted to use that number. So next I'm going to explain to my spectator that I'm going to be flipping over 13 cards one at a time from this deck right here. And I want them to pick the card that they see that corresponds with their number that they're thinking of is going to be their card. So since I don't have a spectator, I wouldn't usually know this, but I'm just going to pick a number between 1 and 13. Let's say they were thinking of 7. Alright. I would know this, so I would flip. I'm just going to go ahead, just one by one. This is what it would look like in the real performance. Slowly, one by one. One card, one by one. So, let's see. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, this would be your card. I'm not going to look at it. I'm going to turn it over, and I need you guys to memorize it. Okay, you got it? Make sure. I'm going to show you one more time. Alright. You've got your nut card. In the performance, I would keep going to 13. I'm not going to because it's 7. Again, I would not know this number, but since I don't have a spectator, this is what's going to happen. So, alright, so now that they've gotten their card, I'm going to go behind my back and just make kind of a little prediction. Because I think I maybe will know your card, but I'm not completely sure. Almost done. Alright, I'm done. Now, if I spread out the cards, you will see one card and one card only face up. So I would go and ask them, what was their number? They say 7. I'm like, 7? Well, that's pretty cool, because look, you count 1, 2. This card right here is your card. And that's the trick, guys, and I hope you liked it. And now for the tutorial. Alright guys, here's the tutorial for the trick you just saw. So what you're going to need to do to start out with is there is kind of a tiny setup. It's not very much. What you're just going to need to do is place a 2. It doesn't matter what 2, just any 2 in the 4th position right on top. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, and you should have a 2 right there. That's pretty much it. It's not a huge setup. And then you can, at the first part of the trick, you can just show all of the cards that they're all mixed up. You can shuffle it before you start. Just make sure you have the 2 where it's supposed to be. Okay, and next you are going to ask them to think of a number between 1 and 13. You can explain why 13 or whatever. You don't have to, but I just do to make it more clear. Excuse me. So, since the 4th card is there, so 1 and 13, in the trick I had to say it out loud because I did not have a spectator with me right now. So, in the real performance, if you have a spectator, they will be thinking of it in your mind. And don't worry, guys. If you remember just a few simple steps, you will get this right, and it will work out if you get everything right. So, so what you need to do is when you show them to explain to them how it works. Show them that I'm going to flip over one card at a time, 13 cards from the top, and I need you to look at the card that corresponds from your number. And I would just go one by one, slowly, probably slower than that, all the way to 13. And you ask them, do you have your card? And they say yes. All right, you can keep going. After they've got their card, I'm going to go ahead and show it to us. Let's use the number 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going to be the King of Diamonds. We really wouldn't know this in the trick, but since it's the tutorial, we need to know so we get this right. Alright, so it's the King of Diamonds, the 7th card. And they know their card, alright? So what you're going to do is you're going to go behind your back. I mean, I'm not going to do that because I need to show you what to do. But behind your back, you're just going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. And you know this is the 2. So you're going to flip over the 2 and place it face up. And then you're going to count 4, 5, 6, 7. And the 7, even if they're thinking of the number 2, you're always going to count to the number 7. Not just because they picked that number in their mind. Remember, you have no idea what their number is, and you always have to take 7 cards and just split the pack and put it in the middle, just like that. After you've done that, you can count 1, 2, 3, and reverse count those cards. If you don't know how to do that, I can probably do a tutorial for that soon. In one of my first videos, I have explained that more in depth, but pretty much all you're doing is you have 3 cards from the original order, and what you're doing is you're just peeling off 1 card at a time with your thumb. So it's just, and you just reverse counted the cards. So you count it to 3, but you reverse the order. And after you've done that, you're going to just place that right there at the bottom, just like that. After you've shown them, you can spread out the cards and show the card face up, just like that. And then actually before you spread out the cards, you can ask them what their number was, not their card, but their number, and they will say 7 if they are thinking of that. And so what's going to happen is, what you need to remember, just a few easy steps, is 1, so find where the 2 is, and what it works out to be is, just remember, if they're thinking of the number 1, 1's going to be 3rd to the right. Number 2 is going to be the 2nd to the right. Number 3 is going to be right next to the 2. Number 4 is the 2, so that's why it's important to spread out, ask the number before you spread them out, because then they will automatically see their card face up, and then it'll kind of give away the magic, and it won't be very fun. So just remember to ask the number before you spread it out. So 1 is the 3rd from the right, 2 is the 2nd from the right, 3 is next to the 2, 4 is the 2, 5 is 1 to the left, 6 is 2 to the left, 7 is 3 to the left, and that will be their card, the King of Spades, if you got these right. If they are thinking of a number higher than 7, since there are just these 7 cards here, you're going to start from the bottom. So if they're thinking of, let's say, 8, that's going to be their card. If they're thinking of 9, that's going to be their card. If they're thinking of 10, that's going to be their card. And remember, there's just 3 in each. So if they're thinking of higher than 10, then they're going to say the top card is going to be their card. Thinking of higher than, if they're thinking of 12, this is 11, 12, that's going to be their card. And 13, finally, that will be your card. So just remember those steps, just when you spread them out. 1, 2, 3, and all you got to do is think about what they're saying. So if they say 2, you can say, okay, this is kind of an indicator card, because look, if you count 1, 2, this will be their card. If they're thinking of 4, that will be their card. If they're thinking of 6, they're like, okay, that's kind of cool, because this is kind of an indicator card, because look, 1, 2. This card right here will be their card. So, and then just remember, if it's higher than 7, it's going to be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And those are just the steps that you need to memorize. It will take practice, and guys, if you want to rewatch this video so you get all the steps down, go ahead and do that. I don't want to make this video too long, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope you guys liked this video and tutorial, and I hope I can see you guys in the next one. And guys, I need help. Can you go ahead and comment what trick you would like to see a tutorial for next, and I will look into that and see if I can create a tutorial for the next trick. So I really appreciate you guys watching this, and I really hope you guys liked it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Alright, bye.